Hello, everybody. I'm just crashing things in my office. It's kind of par for the course. That's just sort of the usual thing that happens here at the Creativity Cave. It's always something. So welcome. I look horrible today. Don't have makeup on. Put my lip gloss. This is it. It's always Monday. It's always Monday. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I chose Mondays for Facebook Lives, but ugh. Hello. Hi, Mary from Washington. Hi, Darls. Is that how you say that? Dolly? Oh, goodness. I'm not sure. Hi, Casey. Are you surviving your day? Casey's little boy went to preschool for the first time today. I saw that on Facebook. Hi, Jolene. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Anita. Oh, hi, Lisa. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. It's lovely to see you all. I'm just pushing in my cart. So you have to laugh, or well, hopefully you'll think this is funny. I look at my chair. My chair that I normally sit in is full of stuff for our Facebook Live. Oops. So, hello everybody. I'm just doing the scooch your pants up because they've been falling down. Do you ever do that? So I can't even sit down because my chair is full of stuff. Well, I have some really great projects to share with you today, and I have a busy afternoon. There's an insurance adjuster at my house right now because we need a new roof from a hailstorm. My son is somewhere, hopefully doing something good instead of bad. He's already home from school. They get out early for the first week, which drives me crazy. But I remembered to pick him up, so I thought that was pretty good. Because last year I did forget him one time. Yep, that's right. Mother of the Year. My trophy case is full. You'd be surprised. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh, we have input conferences with his teacher this afternoon, so we have to get stamping today because I've got lots of stuff to show you. Oh, you love Mondays because of me. That's so sweet, Lisa. Thank you. You guys are so nice. There's been a bunch of comments, so I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Jolene, Beth Ann, Cindy, a quick question. You never printed out one of my classes and now you can't find it. Is there a way? ? Plus, I thought I bought the quilt. So, Cindy, I did send you an email this morning. Hopefully you got that email. If you're missing a class, you can always email me and let me know what you need, and I'm happy to resend it to you, of course. That is for life, because I get it. You miss stuff on your computer. I lose things occasionally too. So yes, go right ahead. Just send me an email. Your hubby thought you joined a Dungeons and Dragons. It's a different kind of cave. A good one, a better one. Oh my gosh, Anita, that's really funny. Oh, I will. Yes, I am standing. Well, you know what? Actually, I stand in most of my videos, Donna. I usually only sit down if I get really tired, but I can't even do that today because my chair's covered. Oh well. And Sherry has the week off. Yay, that is exciting. Oh my gosh, good deal. Well, I am so excited to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so honored that you spend your time with me because I'm a busy person. I know that is where you spend your time is precious. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I said, I have some really great projects. I have to laugh a little bit. This weekend, I had some time to stamp. I do a lot of my stamping for the week on the weekends. And actually, I'm really proud of myself because I have all but 2 projects for my summer camp finalized. Like, that's unheard of for me. I'm usually still stamping the night before trying to decide on which ones to do. So I'm so proud of myself for that because summer camp's not for like 2 weeks. And I have a class tomorrow and I have those projects ready too. That's pretty good for me. I laugh. I really thrive well on like last minute stress. In fact, that's when I come up with a lot of my best ideas. You guys have seen me do it before because whenever I just kind of make up projects on the fly here on our Facebook Lives. They usually are pretty good. I don't think I've done maybe one dud, but most of them turn out okay. But anyway, oh gosh, where was I going with this? Having said that, I'm completely... Oh, I know. So I was stamping this weekend, and I kind of got in this color rut, and you're gonna laugh because I had to throw in one card just so that they weren't all the same color. Well, I am changing the colors on one, but anyway, it was funny. I was really, really into Peekaboo Peach and like Flirty Flamingo or Pink Pirouette. So you'll see that. They turned out great though. And you want to know why? Here's how the whole thing started. So if any of you guys have been following me, you know that my precious daughter is a cross-country runner. She had her first meet, which you may have heard she qualified for varsity for. I might have mentioned it. She's so cute. She's always saying, I'm on the varsity team. Have I mentioned I'm on the varsity team? So anyway, she ran a great race. She did wonderful. And so we had our first meet on Saturday. And can I just say, so there's a huge difference between JV and varsity, because as a cheering mom, I'm one of those crazy mothers who runs all over the course to chase her and cheer for her. And I will tell you that my voice may carry. In fact, I'm a little surprised I can even talk today. But we were cheering her on, and I was just so proud of her. She was really hard on herself. She wanted to do way better than she did, but she did fine, and everybody was happy. Her coach was happy. We were happy. Her teammates were happy for her. I mean, parents were commenting. It was really sweet. Anyway, after her race, she was really upset because she wanted to do better, but whatever, she's fine. So we stopped at Lowe's to get some fertilizer for our lawn, and they had this really weird, like, I can't remember what it was called. It's some sort of cactus, and it's sort of like goofy shaped. Seriously, you guys are probably dying when you see this, but I'll try and snap a picture of it. But anyway, I made her a little thing to stick in there, and actually then I made it a card to kind of match afterwards, but I didn't give her the card. I just gave her the little thing. It was like a pick to stick in there, but it was based on this card, and actually this is on my blog today. But it was, she believed she could, and then on the back of the circle, because it was just the circle, I put, and so she did, which in this case is on the inside of my card. But anyway, it was really sweet, and I gave it to her, and she was so excited, and she goes, I love the cactus because it's weird. So I'll try and post a picture of it, because when you see the cactus, you'll be like, yeah, it is weird. So anyway, I think that's everything I needed to say. Now, a couple of quick things. I know I have a whole bunch of you guys who are coming from Texas, and please know that my thoughts and prayers are with you. I'm so, so, so sorry that you are dealing with this crazy storm. Trust me, I know all about flooding. We've had flooding in our town, nothing like what you have experienced right now, but my heart is with you guys in Texas. If any of you are suffering from damage or have lost supplies, will you please let me know? Please tell me, okay? Because we will help you out, okay? And I know I have heard from a couple of you. I have some downline that are in Texas, and I have heard from several people that are okay. I know of another demonstrator, Kirstine Gill. She lives in the Houston area somewhere, and I just heard she just got rescued by boat last night. So, oh my gosh. I know so many people are in Houston, and my thoughts and prayers are certainly with them. So please keep them in your prayers, guys. They're our friends and wonderful people. So we just hope that they get through this safely and try and help them pick up the pieces afterwards, because, oh man, Mother Nature is just crazy. So again, be thinking about those people. Okay. Now, we do have a lot to get to. I don't think I have any more crazy stories except that I'm a psycho cheering mother. I'm trying to think. Nothing really exciting happened except my kids went back to school last week, which was awesome. And my daughter drove herself to school last week. that part rocked, especially when she had to be at school for her race on Friday, the Saturday morning, super crazy early. So anyway, okay, we have to stamp. Are you guys ready? Okay. Are you there? You're here. I hope so. I actually turned my camera off.
Hey, sit on here.
Okay, can you tell him I'm on a live broadcast and can't talk? Just tell him to leave the information with us. And that's what happens, State Farm adjuster. I told you I had something at 3. He does not understand the importance of Facebook Live, does he? Okay, so we're done with that. I shouldn't chuck it because I really like this card. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to show you today is this card. Now, I have to tell you, this was one of those ones where I spritzed, and right after I was like, oh, no. And I decided that I did not like the black spritz on here. So, oops. But here's the good news. Is remember how I said all of my cards had Peekaboo Peach on them? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to switch to a different color scheme so that we have a little different look. Okay? All right, so now, but before I do that, I want to explain what's kind of awesome about this card. So remember last week I asked if anybody had suggestions or if they had things that they wanted me to show. I still want suggestions, so I'm going to say, let me know what you'd like me to demo.
You need to call the guy back in there.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Internet.
That is Carl. Okay. So if you have suggestions, let me know. I will definitely take those into consideration for when I'm planning. So one of the suggestions was using the card builder framelits, which are these framelits I've used here. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, the card builder framelits, I'm just grabbing them. They coordinate with the Carols of Christmas. This is the stamp set that was new out. It's coming in the holiday catalog, but we actually got a preview of it this month. It was the customer special. So you can see there's some tree framelits, there's some ornaments, there's a sky thingies, there's corners. These leaves coordinate with this, the deer, of course, the holly. But then there's also the framelits that go around a card. So I wanted to show you this because I actually, literally right before I went live, I die cut this. So when you die cut this frame thing, you run it through twice, and this is what it looks like. So this is on a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of paper. You can see it's perfect. It fits just exactly right. Okay, so what I did is these two little dots kind of line up in the middle and everything goes. Now you might be thinking, oh my gosh, how do you line those up? It's actually quite easy. So when you have your framelit, you can see I've got washi tape on mine because I actually use those to hold things in place. So I die cut it through once. And actually, I thought I might have one that's just done once. Hold on. Yes. Here's a scrap. So this one was done once. And then what I'm going to do is take my piece, or my framelit. Sorry, I'm so anal. I can't like leave these pieces in there. It bugs me, but we don't really need them. Okay, now here's one tip for you. No matter what you're doing, you always want to make sure all the pieces are poked out of your framelits before you start using them again. This gives you better cuts. Okay, so I've got my little dots right here. And when you flip your card over, you can line those little dots right up like that. Do you see how I can literally see through those dots? That means they're lined up, and this is part of why I use washi. Okay, so my washi tape goes right on here, like so. And then these are lined up perfectly and I can run this right through, and then this is what I get. So here is the all the way around frame. Okay, now the smaller is this, and that's what this card is. So to do this, we're going to do a little partial die cutting. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my card and I'm going to die cut it. Now I don't quite want to die cut it like this. I don't want those two little dots on there. Okay, so what I actually am going to do, I'm going to grab my Big Shot plates to show you clearer, is I'm going to take my usual platform. So I've got my Big Shot platform, the thin die adapter, and the cutting plastic. Okay, then what I'm going to do is take and position this on my cardstock. Okay, just like I've been showing you. So I just kind of center it up right here, like so. And then I'm going to run it through, but instead of cutting all the way through, what I'm going to do is put my cutting plastic so these two little dots right here are not covered. Okay, so I'm going to run it through with these dots sticking out. Okay, so we'll stick it through our Big Shot like this, and then what you end up with is this. You can see it hasn't cut all the way through. These are still attached. And actually what I like to do, just to make it easier on me, is I just kind of yank them out carefully. You don't want to like rip your paper. So if necessary, bring in your scissors. Okay, so I'm just going to snip these off. Okay, then what I'm going to do is bring that die back. Okay, I didn't actually run this through, so I can just pull this off. Then what I'm going to do is line this up. And here is where things get really awesome. You can just kind of feel your die sort of fit into the grooves of the lines you've already cut. Okay, so it just sort of wants to fit in there. And then what I do is line it up so that my two little dots I can still see right there. Do you see how you just see them right through what you've already cut? Okay, and then I will push my washi tape down, and then I want to make sure that my dots are pretty much at the very end here, and then I'm going to run this through once more. Okay, now when I do that, this is what I get. Isn't that awesome? So I've got a smaller frame, so you can see this is the original when you run it through twice, and then this is about half, not quite, a little bigger than half. I should say a little more, not a little less, a little more. Okay, so let's make a card with that. Does that all make sense now? And again, when you run this through, because your dots are kind of covered by what you've already die cut, you can just run that baby all the way through with no problem. Now, I want to also say that if you're trying to do this, two big tips for you. Whenever you run something rectangular through your Big Shot, if you can put it even just a teensy bit cockeyed. So this would be just running it through completely parallel to the Big Shot roller, you know, you're cranking through this way. If you can even put it just a teeny bit cockeyed so that, you know, the roller is like this, so it's at just a little bit of an angle, that will make it cut way, 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 way better, okay? Than if you just go through this way. And here's why. All the pressure on the roller, which this thing, actually here, pretend this block is the roller of the Big Shot machine. So when you boom, 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 go through and it hits this, it's applying all the pressure over this whole space at the same time. But if you put it just a little bit at an angle, then what it's doing is it's applying all the pressure here, then over here, then over here as you pass it through. Does that make sense? So I hope that helps. Okay, so again, here's what we're left with. And what we're going to do is, let me grab my cutter. Uh-oh, Here it is. I had already pulled it out so that I could show you guys this. And I have to tell you, I dropped this, so hold on. I dropped this right before we went live, and I just need to close it. Okay, everything's good. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take and open up my trimmer, and I just want to trim off that excess of my cardstock so it's about even all the way around. So I'm going to cut actually just a touch more off. Okay, there we go. So now I have a nice even border. Again, this is 4 inches wide, and then I had it 5 1/4, but now I'm slicing off a little excess on the bottom. Okay, was that not like the lengthiest explanation ever? But I think it helped to see how I did this. One other tip. So I mentioned if you can put it through cockeyed, that's really great. Here's one other tip. This is actually a piece of cutting plastic that's been cut in half. You can take these to different places. Like if there's a place in your town that is that can cut plastic for you. You want somebody who's got the right tools to do it. Otherwise, you'll have these jagged edges that will hurt you. But of course, you don't want that. My upline actually gave these to me several years ago. She cut them at a place in California called Tap Plastics. We don't have anything like that in Iowa, but I know there's different plastic places that do plastic related things. Another possibility, though I'm not positive, is you could maybe take it to your home improvement store. I'm not sure about that, but if you can cut these in half, holy buckets, it's sometimes really nice for doing some partial die cutting. That's what I use this plate for the most. Actually, I have 2 of them. She cut 2 in half, and it's so awesome. Okay, I've actually shown different things with this before, but anyway. All right, so now I'm going to take that partial or that small sized frame and let's decorate it. I'm using one of my all-time favorites, a set that's been around for a long time, except I'm not sure what I did with it. Flourishing Phrases. It's such a gorgeous stamp set. And I've done an online class on it. Oh my gosh, I've used it a ton. I don't know what I did with the actual stamp set though. Oh, it's right here. I have all the sets out that I'm using today in a couple of different piles. But here we go. Flourishing Phrases. It's got so many wonderful stamps and sentiments in it. And I like it because it's got innies and outies. It's got stuff for the outside of your card and the inside. That's a good stamp set. All right. So what I'm going to do is change up my color scheme just a bit, because I mentioned that I kind of got a little carried away with my color scheme. So here are 2 colors. This is Berry Burst and Elegant Eggplant. So those are going to be the colors that I'm going to use. And I hope you're going to like these. Okay. So I'm going to start with my Elegant Eggplant. And I'm going to stamp that just right here. And P.S., I have not tried this out, so if this is a complete failure, you've been warned. But like I said, I have had very few complete failures over the years. I mean, at least not live. I've had more than enough in person. I've chucked things right and left before. Okay, here is my scrap. Now I'm going to stamp this one in Berry Burst ink. And I'm doing this on a scrap because I only need the inside. And then I'm going to cut this out. So now you guys can play your Jeopardy music in your heads while I cut this out. Okay, hopefully it's not that bad. You like Elegant Eggplant and Berry Burst. Excellent. So glad, Anita. All right. So I hope that this is going to look good. I think it will. I did a card a while back that had Berry Burst, Elegant Eggplant, and Sweet Sugar Plum, and that was kind of pretty. And the funny thing is, I'm not really a purple girl, although I know many people love purple. I will say when I was a kid, I used to totally say purple is my favorite color, but oh my gosh, Bonnie, that's funny. Jeopardy's on TV right now. I love it. Okay. By the way, I have to keep on the time because like I said, I got to be at my son's school at 4:30. Okay. All right, so there is my flower inside. So cute. Hope you like this. Oh, I think this is going to be okay. All right, now it does actually line up perfectly somehow. There we go. So I'm going to pop that up. I mean, you knew I was going to pop it up, right? So there we go. And then I'm going to add to it a little faceted gem, because these things are the bomb. Okay, so a faceted gem to the center, because that's going to be pretty. And it kind of just goes, you know what I mean? Okay, and then what I'm going to do is on the rest of my scrap, I'm going to stamp the leaves. Now, you guys know I'm not shy about cutting up my stamps, right? I mean, I do it kind of all the time. But this one is another one I've cut up. This had a big long stem sticking out, and here, I'll show you it because it's on the case. And I just thought this is dumb because it doesn't fit in the flower. You know, if you're going to put leaves with the flower, the stem gets in the way. It bugged me. So I just cut it off. You can see that. And I also made it so that I can use these separate and together. So that is what I like to do. Now these are my stamps. I can cut them if I want to. Okay, now the cutting on this is so much quicker. Okay, here goes your Jeopardy music again, right? Okay, let's get that out of the way. You should see my stamp desk. It's a disaster. And I actually cleaned it up right before I started. But man, that lasted like 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to stick this behind my flower, like so. Just so that it looks nicer. And I think I'll do that with a glue dot. So here we go. All right. Now, here is one of those to spritz or not to spritz situations. It's giving me anxiety. Okay, not really. But, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. So I think I'm going to not spritz. Oh my gosh, the decision is just too much. Okay, so I am going to stamp just a note, though. So I stamped that in early espresso. That is so not. Let's see. What is this called? Elegant eggplant. Goodness gracious. Words are so hard sometimes. Okay, so, oops. I just dropped this. I'm going to measure my piece again. So this is 3... Let's see here. 3 1/8 by 4. So we're going to do 4 1/4 by 3 3/8. Okay. Get rid of that. Get this back over here, and hopefully, yes, that is even. Awesome. And do you like this? Figuring this out on the fly? It's really just because I ran out of time to prepare it before I went live. Oops. Okay, there we go. Do you like how I stressed out about the spritzing? Because it really was hard to decide. Okay, so here's my Berry Burst card base, and it'll go on here like so, but I'm going to stamp my little flowers going down the side. Hello, dear. My husband just got home from work and he's bringing me a ton of mail. Yay.
Swaps.
Swap cards arrived. Oh, happiness. That is good news.
And Australian wool.
Ooh, oh, Australian wool. That's exciting. Okay, here is the insurance adjuster's paperwork. I did not talk to him because I was live and he does not understand the importance of live broadcasts. My husband gets it. Okay, this totally needs spritzing though, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay, I have just the ticket. Instead of doing a really dark color, we're gonna do a lighter color. All right, let's move this. And here we go. Cross your fingers. Say a prayer. Please work out. That's all right. I can't decide. It needs something, but I don't know. We'll do the old standby, which is to put sprinkles of shimmer on there instead. That looks good. I like that. Okay. Well, you guys like it, so that's all that matters, right? Okay, I'm going to adhere this to my card, and there we go. I suppose I could have popped this up, but it's too late now. The adhesive is down. There's my card. So you can see I have my two versions, and you have to tell me which one you like better. I don't know. The jury is out. I still am kicking myself for doing the black. I should have done like Peekaboo Peach on there. I think that would have been a little bit better, but whatever. Such is life. It's not bad. It's just not perfect. Okay. I'm glad you guys like this though. That is definitely fun. So you have to get these card builder framelits because they are so awesome. I really like them. And there's trees and that deer, which is like masculine cards all the way. So there you go. Okay. Now for our next card, how are we doing on time? 3:30. We're good. Plenty of time. Let me just close up this before there's an incident. Get rid of these. And our next card is a nice change of pace. We're going to be using the Coffee Cafe stamp set, which this was all the stuff that was sitting on my chair, so I couldn't sit down. I love this Coffee Cafe stamp set, and I don't even like coffee. Now, this has been on my list to do an online class for quite a while, but I wanted to wait till it got a little bit closer to fall. So my online class, actually, I'm just in the process of typing it up. It'll probably get posted either today or tomorrow to my blog. But this class will come out at the end of next month. So I have, actually, now's a good time to talk about my schedule, just real quick. So I don't forget. I have this nifty little calendar thing that we got at Onstage. I hope you didn't see any of that because there was inappropriate stuff in there. I got some post-it notes that are naughty. All right, so here's August. September. Okay, so this Friday, the Christmas quilt class is going to come out. Next Friday is summer camp. I'm so excited. Then on the 15th, I left this Friday blank because I'm doing my holiday catalog product shares. And then on the 22nd, I will have my Painted Harvest class come out. And the 29th is the Coffee Cafe class. Yay! So all of these are coming. And then actually, I wanted to mention, I have Cheers to the Years on the schedule. Now, I will mention these are in pencil so I can change if necessary. And I've also got Night in Bethlehem. And I am also thinking about the... I'm trying to think of the other one. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. Oh, hold on. I'll grab it. It's right here. I think this is the other one I'm going to do. I haven't decided yet, so you can't hold me to that, but I like this one. So anyway, all of these classes are coming. Catherine, are you going to incorporate the set out of the holiday? Are you talking about the coffee one, Catherine? That would be this set. And the answer is, yeah, I sure can. I'll figure something out with that. But certainly. And of course, this is awesome because there's a second set and there's a bunch of sayings in here. And then all of this coordinates with all of this and the framelits that go with this. Yay. Okay, so anyway, what's really kind of fun about this though is I think someone else said they don't like coffee either. I don't drink coffee, but you know what? Everybody I know does. And I also know that Starbucks gift cards are really popular to give during the holidays. So part of the class is we're going to make some gift card holders. And so I think that is going to be fun. You want to see the night in Bethlehem? Okay, let me grab that. Okay, now what really makes this set shine? It's really pretty. But what really makes this set shine are these framelits. We've got Mary and Joseph and the wise men, or at least a wise man. Yeah, it's just one. We got Bethlehem, beautiful words, but the framelits are so gorgeous. Oh, I love it. So anyway, I do drink tea. You know, if they came out with a Diet Coke set, I think they'd really have something. But coffee is quite popular in this world. Did you guys know that? So let's make a coffee card. One of the things I also really love about this set is the DSP that coordinates with it. It's called Coffee Break, I think. Yeah, Coffee Break. And the paper is really pretty. Look at that. This one's my favorite. It's really cool paper. I like it so much. Look at that. And then, yeah, it's really cool. And then I'm going to use this pattern. Hold on. I was looking for it in the pack. I'm using this pattern, which has Soft Sky Pear Pizzazz. I think, oh good Lord, you guys, I'm pulling my glasses off so I can see it closer. Garden Green, Early Espresso, and Soft Suede. So it's really cool paper. But I think that it's, I don't know, I just really like it. So let me show you, words are really hard today. Let me show you my card. Oh, so pretty. Isn't that kind of cute? It's really easy too. That's what I love about this. So I'm starting with a crumb cake card base. I'll fold that in half. And remember, I will post all the photos to all of my projects on my blog Wednesday so that you can see everything. I'm going to take, and I cut 3 strips of cardstock that I will adhere on my card. So I'll flip these over. And I try to do these kind of in the center, but here's how I sort of get away with that, is I sort of just set them on my card. I haven't like pushed them down entirely, although that one sort of did get pushed down. But luckily there's a teeny bit of wiggle room if you haven't pushed things all the way down. What I'm trying to do is get these kind of even top to bottom on my card, which is a teeny bit harder than one might expect. I suppose if I measured it would be easier, but I'm way too lazy to do that. It's kind of funny. I'm an interesting mix of totally anal and not anal at all. I think it just sort of depends. So anyway, there are my strips on my card. And P.S., this is a fantastic card layout, whether you have a coffee cup in the middle or something else. I really like this layout. And I really think of that a lot of the time when I'm stamping, because to be honest, it's really not that much different than this card. Notice there's a similar sized piece in the center, but here I put 3 strips going across instead of stamping in the background down the side. So that's just think of it that way. So I really like the layout of this though. Now, what I did do ahead of time is I did my stamping and die cutting just so I didn't have to like leave the picture and die cut, because then people wonder where I am, even though I'm trying to talk the whole time. But grab my stamps behind me. I stamped the coffee cup on a scrap of Whisper White in soft suede. And then I'm going to stamp the words in the coffee cup in Soft Sky. Again, this all matches. Okay, I'm laughing. Who is Nikki Heat? You got to talk to me about this. Like Nikki Heat from Castle, because I loved that show / the book. I totally get that. You're fussy about some things. Yes, totally. Oh, it cracks me up. It's funny, too, what things bug me and what things don't, because there's sometimes not a lot of rhyme or reason. All right, so I will just stamp the words, and if you could substitute Diet Coke instead of coffee, totally agree. Happiness is a cup of Diet Coke shared with a friend. It totally is. And I like fountain soda too. I think the bubbles and the fizz and the ice are all fabulous together. I'm looking because I had pre-cut myself a piece of the printed paper in the exact right size. But can I find it? Oh no. I know it is here. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh. You guys don't see it anywhere, do you? This is what drives me crazy about when my area, see what I would do normally. If you guys weren't all here with me, I would totally clean up because I always find stuff when I clean up. Oh. Oh, here it is. Phew! It was on my chair. Can you believe that? All right. So I'm going to take this. This is a 3x4" piece, and then I'm just going to adhere it to a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4" piece. I remember that because I just cut it, and it was pretty much the same dimensions as the last card we did. That makes it convenient, doesn't it? Okay, so I adhered those together. Then I will pop them up. Ooh, my dot got out of the way. Look, I'm going to finish off this sheet of dimensionals. That always makes me giddy too. Oh, I totally can blink and lose stuff on my desk. Oh my gosh. It's like a constant battle. All right, so I centered that, popped up. And isn't this the nice start of a card? I mean, all you would need is like happy birthday in the center or thank you, and you'd have a great card. So look at it from that perspective too. Okay, so next I'm going to pop up my coffee cup that should be Diet Coke. Do you like how I'm doing that? This is the horrible part. There's no Diet Coke in my office right now. That is horrible, horrible. It's madness. How will I get through the day? Okay, so I've got that centered on there. Again, popped up. And then I have my cute little lid. And then I have the little stopper. Now, as I understand it, it goes in the little thing so that the air doesn't escape and it stays super hot, so that if you like let it sit for forever, it won't get cold. But then, of course, you can't drink your coffee right away because it's so flippin' hot when you first get it. Oh, I don't know how you coffee people do it. But what I'm going to do is take and put a glue dot on the front of this, so that I can tack it down to my little lid thingamabobber. Again, try and get it in the center, because I'm pretty sure that's where those are located. And then, oh, Mary, thank you. You're going to drink some of yours for me. That's perfect. I appreciate that. Thanks for taking one for the team, Mary. That's awesome. Okay. That is funny. Then I'll just put my little dimensionals on the back. Look, you can see I stamped it crappy the first time. Do you see that big blob in the middle? That's why I had to stamp it again. I'm just telling you that so it makes you feel better. Okay, I put the lid right on there, and then all that this needs is a little bow. So I am going to use the Pool Party Shimmer Ribbon. Now, I realize that Pool Party is not Soft Sky, but it's pretty close as far as ribbon is concerned, so you can totally get it. A splash stick, and it's actually to keep your coffee from spilling. Oh my gosh, I learned something about coffee. That's awesome. Thank you, Catherine. I love that you guys are always a wealth of information for me. Speaking of Catherine, I have to get out my good scissors. My giraffe charm scissors, because that cuts ribbon like, nobody's business. Okay. And then I will put some fast fuse across here to hold my bow in place, and voila, there is my card. Really simple, but I think a really great card. And of course, you could take this design and create all kinds of different things with it. So I hope you like that too. Oh my gosh, pumpkin spice time. Oh, you know, it is so funny. It is so funny that you say pumpkin spice, because my daughter, where was my daughter? I can't remember. She was wearing leggings, and she had something else. And then she ordered some sort of foofy drink that wasn't even coffee. And her friends were like, could you be any more of a white girl? It was kind of funny. Oh, so true. Pumpkin spice lattes. If that is not like soccer mom, I don't know what is. I don't like anything pumpkin spice, though. Is that funny? Okay. All right. This sentiment, Lois, that is from the stamp set. It comes all together. Let me grab it. Ooh, I have a prize to give away, too. Here we go. The sentiment is right here. And then there's also life happens, coffee helps. I think that's probably true. And thanks a latte. Isn't that funny? And then my favorite is the whipped cream. See, I could drink coffee drinks if they were just made of whipped cream and no coffee. So there you go. Oh my gosh, pumpkin spice, you guys. All right, so there is my second card. Notice, not at all Peekaboo Peach. Okay. I will not be able to say that about my next card, though. All right, for this card, we're bringing out the Peekaboo Peach big guns. It is only Peekaboo Peach and a little bit of gold and very vanilla. So I'm really, really excited about this. So this card actually came, I'm going to give you a preview of tomorrow's blog post and video. If I can find it. Here we go. Isn't this gorgeous? I love this card. I'm really proud of it. It's one of my better stamping achievements as of late. Anyway, so I made this card and I loved the look of the gold and the Peekaboo Peach. So I had to bring that back with this card. Okay, so I was pulling out this pack of DSP. Now this one is kind of for weddings and for weddings and for babies. That's it. So there's pink and vanilla and I think this is pool party, or maybe it's soft sky. I'd have to check. But then on the other side, it's gold. Oh, I love it. Okay. So I'll show you the paper pack because I think I have it handy. It could be wrong. Hold on. Oh, I guess I don't have it handy. What did I do with it? I just had it out. Maybe I put it away. That sounds weird, but it's possible. All right. So anyway, what I wanted to do was show this paper. So isn't this gorgeous? It's just so pretty. And I don't even know if my video will do it justice, but that's okay. I'm going to use one of my favorite sets, and that is the Colorful Seasons. The whole suite of products in Colorful Seasons just makes me happy. There's DSP, the stamp set, the framelits, all of this. Now, I've demonstrated this before, and I do still just absolutely love it. I think what I love about it is it's just so dang versatile. You can do it you can do it over the whole year. You know, there's something for every season. Someone's asking the name of the paper. Hold on, let me grab my catalog. It's something about love or something. Don't you love how I know? Oh, here's my catalog. Sorry. My office is not pretty at all right now. Oh, goodness. It is called Bundle of Love, and it coordinates with a bunch of cool stuff. I want to say it was on page, yes, here we go. So you can see it coordinates with all of this stuff, but I think it's so much more than what you see here. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got my card base and then I've got my DSP. I have die cut two of the two largest squares in the stitched shape framelits, the largest in gold foil paper and then the second largest in very vanilla. So what I'm going to do is take my branch from this stamp set and stamp it. Now, when I've made cards, these look to me like cherry blossoms, and I think they're like a light pink, kind of a springtime color. Oh my, I was looking for this ink pad. It's just right here. Anyway, so they're a springtime color, but I like to think that, or the pink is the right color. I like to think you can do other colors too. So, oh, actually, we have to do something first though. Oh, Lordy. We're going to do a little embossing. Heat embossing, that is. Now, I generally don't heat emboss that often, and that's mainly because I'm lazy, and I think I've already even mentioned that today. But I'm going to take my little embossing buddy. This is just kind of filled with this powdery stuff, and it helps keep the oils from your skin from adhering particles of embossing powder. Then I'm going to use my Versamark ink pad, and I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. Oh, look, it's another stamp set I cut up. Let me show you. So I love this stamp set, 5 for all, and I don't even know what the deal is with that, but I love this Happy Birthday font. It's really fun, but it says, to an equally overqualified and underpaid coworker. Well, I'm not giving this card to that. I don't even have that. I have my own business, and I certainly can't send this to any of my friends. That's just mean. Like, who are demonstrators is what I'm getting at. But what I did was just slice that hunk off from the rubber, as you can see, but I can also put it back together. So should I ever have these people in my life, I can do that. Anita, did you just seriously message me on Facebook? Okay. You asked which way I did the foil. That's weird. It showed up in both places. I bet you're saying that because it looks so perfect and wonderful. I die cut this foil side up, you know, so my die is cutting right on top, just like I would send anything else through my Big Shot. And I think there's 2 keys to this. One is to make sure you don't have too thick of a sandwich. So I definitely do not use a shim or anything with it, and it just came out like this. If you happen to have a newer cutting plate, that helps cut down on the scratches that sometimes you can get. But I'll show you the leftover piece. I just ran it through normal, and you can see I didn't even get anything I didn't have any problem with that. So, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm trying to look and see if I have a piece. I cut several different pieces. Like here, this one has a little bit of scratching. Can you guys see that? There's a little bit of marks on here, but not much. If you use the magnetic plate, maybe, I don't know. I just don't have trouble. I have not had trouble with this. One solution is to use the precision plate. I don't like using the precision plate too much unless I have to, because it warps your pads, your cutting pads. But if you have to, you can. And let me show you what I mean by that. So, you know, your cutting pads get really roughed up once you've used them, and you can see there's all these scratches and whatnot in them. That is the result of using them as they're intended. If you're really anal, you can leave one side completely blank and then keep it for situations like this where you don't want those scratches to end up on your cardstock. Now, the one thing I will say is I'm covering most of this up, so it's really not that big of a deal because you won't see it. Someone is saying try a piece of copy paper on the top of your gold foil. I have heard that. I actually don't think that makes that big of a difference. And actually, if you do the copy paper before you run it through, you're going to have a thicker sandwich, and that's only going to increase that issue happening. And copy paper is so thin, it'll just cut right through those. But anyway, there you go. Okay, I'm going to stamp my Happy Birthday. And I'm just going to stamp it right here. And then I'm using Versamark. And then I've got my gold powder right here. So this is a giant bucket of gold powder that I've had for a really long time. I bought like 10 things of gold, and then I put it in here. I don't recommend doing that. The problem I have is that there's this like really minute little film of powder, gold powder, that gets on your stuff, and it doesn't come off. Like, can you see it on here? It gets everywhere, and then it makes a mess. So don't do that. Don't do what I did. Just go one container at a time. You'll be happier. Okay. So I'm going to take my heat tool, and I like to emboss from the bottom That works on everything but watercolor paper, and that's because watercolor paper is so thick it's hard to penetrate. Okay, I'm just burning my fingers, but don't mind me, it's worth it. Okay, so there's my happy birthday in gold. Now what I'm going to do is close that up, get rid of this stuff, leave myself a teensy tiny eeny weeny little bit of room, and then I'm going to stamp my branch. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp or ink up my little flowery thing here. Now these are in Peekaboo Peach, like I said, and then hold on for just a second as I figure out, and there we go. There's little cutouts in the branch for the flowers to fit perfectly, and I'm probably going to get my head down in here so my butt is sticking out. And I line it up perfect, like so. Sorry my head was in there, but look at that. Amazing stamping. Gosh, I'm impressing myself. Okay, so there we go. And then what I'm going to do is actually pop that layer up onto my gold layer. Okay. So we'll center that like so. Did I seriously get a schmutz on there? All right. Then I'm going to adhere this printed paper to my card. Like, oh no, I'm not. Oh, poop. Sorry. Pardon my inappropriate language. I have a solution to this problem. Have you ever put adhesive down and then you were mad about it? This is actually the adhesive from a priority mailing box. But you might have that in the form of strips from your, what do you call this? Glue dot rolls. So you can put that down because I want to stamp on this. I'm going to stamp on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking one of the flowers, the bigger flowers from the stamp set, and I'm actually, goodness, I'm actually going to stamp several of these right on here, and look at how cool that looks. The little gold design kind of resists the ink, and so the design shows right through. And I'm just kind of filling this up like so. Isn't this cool? You can also sponge on this paper as well. I'm going to put one more right there. Okay, so I've kind of done a little design on there. Okay. Oh, Donna, I have to be honest. I have kind of a sailor mouth when I'm by myself. But I'm a lady online, so I have to be good. I like to use colorful language sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Have you guys ever seen, there's a shirt out there that says something like, I love the Lord, but I like to cuss a little, or it says something like that, or I love Jesus, but I like to cuss a little. That is so me. Okay, now I'm going to take my gold natural trim and tie a lovely bow around here. Now this is the kind of card you give to somebody who's at least a little special to you. Like, you don't just give it to some random person you don't know, because I mean, you're putting some effort into this card. But oh, see, I didn't use my good scissors. What'd I do with them? Here they are. And my ribbon didn't cut perfect. All right, so we always laugh. When I first started stamping, one of my really good friends told me that the cards she messes up on, she sends to the people who she doesn't really like as much. I always thought that was kind of funny. All right, so I'm just going to tie a bow. Okay, alert, alert. Here goes another bow. Boom. Oh, this one came out good too. I love when that happens. So, of course, if you didn't like, if you can't do the bows, just do a knot. No one will know. All right, and then I'm going to now I'll take my crappier scissors to do this. And I'm just going to snip up these little pieces here, so I can use those edge pieces. And then last but not least, I'm going to pop this up. Now, I have one more card, and it's a quick one, and I got to get through it quick because then I got to run. But you'll be shocked to know it does have a little Peekaboo Peach on it. But it's got some other colors, so it's okay. Now, if you're one of those people who don't like Peekaboo Peach, besides the fact that we might not be able to be friends anymore, I'm sorry. I'm sorry today was so much Peekaboo Peach. But of course you could do this in many different color combinations. I just love the look of the golden Peekaboo Peach and ivory, or vanilla, very vanilla. So there you go. Okay, one final quick card. It's really, really, really easy. Oh, poopy, I didn't have the, see, listen to me today. I didn't cut the cardstock to front, top, blah. First layers up. Hold on. Goodness gracious. Is this close? Ooh, it's pretty close. We're going to use this. Okay, so here is my card. We just needed a fun summertime card. So I am not letting go of summer quite yet. So I am using the Cool Treats stamp set. Let me grab my stamps. This set is just so dang fun, and I wanted to use it another time. I'm just looking for my stamp set, which of course I can't find. I know I have it out somewhere. Oh wait, is it over here? Yes, it is. It was where the last one I couldn't find was. Okay, so there we go. This is such a fun set though, and so easy to make a quick card. So I thought this was perfect. It is kind of cool today, but it's going to get a little hot and humid, so I think this will be great. Now on this card, I have some really fun, happy colors, which I love. I have the Flirty Flamingo, Peekaboo Peach, Lemon Lime Twist, and a touch of Pool Party. And I have my soft sky pad out, and here is my Pool Party. So these again are such fun, happy, bright, springy, summery colors. So again, let me get rid of these stamps. Just chucking them down the side. But what I'm going to do is, and I gotta check my time. Ooh, just a few more minutes. Okay, I'm going to stamp the little popsicle things. Stamp off first so that I get a lighter shade. Okay, and then I'll clean that, and then I'll do my Peekaboo Peach. And again, stamp off so that I get a lighter shade. And don't these just like look good enough to eat? Oh my gosh. Oh, Debbie, I don't know that you have to resist getting them. I use the In Color so much. I think you'll be happy you have them, to be honest. And one thing that does happen from time to time is Stampin' Up! Does a color overhaul. And we haven't had one in several years, so I would think, now I don't know, but I would think we're due for one, which means that some of these colors can come back. You just never know. But again, I have no idea what the plans are. Now I'm going to put the little, whatever that is, in there. I don't know what you call that. There's probably an official name for it. The dents of a popsicle. Who knows? I know Flirty Flamingo is my favorite. I literally can't imagine not having these colors. So sometimes I do a little classic hoarding, and I order a whole bunch of those colors that get discontinued so I don't miss. Oh, dang it. I forgot. I was going to do the one that has the bite out of it on the end. Oh, well. That's what happens. It's okay. It will not ruin my card. We could put a bite on the inside, I guess. All right. So there is my card. And of course, I also had to do some Clear Wink of Stella, because I don't know if you guys have had popsicles, but obviously they need to sparkle. I mean, hello. That's just how popsicles work, right? They sparkle, don't they? Everything else sparkles in this world. I don't know why popsicles wouldn't. All right, so I added a little shimmer. You can see that is so fun. And then I'm going to take my crumb cake ink pad. Can you hear the sound of my color caddy zooming around? Now, I do have a couple more important things to mention quick. Oh, dang it. Where is my crumb cake ink pad? Ah, here it is. Shocking. It was under something. Yes, dreamsicles, totally. Okay, so I'll just stamp the cute little popsicle stick. I know technically these should have two, but they're not gonna, so there. All right. And then finally, the sentiment that comes in this stamp set says, I hope your day is as sweet as you are. Huh. Okay, so we'll stamp that in the bottom. Now, all I did was layer this up on some Peekaboo Peach cardstock and then onto my Flirty Flamingo card popped up, and then I just tied some ribbon around it. I'm not going to do that though, because I think that part's easy. You get it. But isn't that fun? Okay, so a couple of announcements before I sign off, because I do need to go. First of all, I have prizes. I always forget the prizes, but I have them this time. And hopefully my little stickers. Okay, so Bonnie won the pig set last time, and remember I said, oh, I knew who it was. She was at my house last week and I forgot to give this to her. So Bonnie, I do have this for you. I think you're coming tomorrow to class, so that works out just fine. So congratulations, Bonnie, on winning this one. This week's set goes to Sarah Bond. She gets the So Many Shells stamp set. So congratulations to her. Again, to get entered, all that you have to do is place an order or share the video. And if you do both, you'll get more entries. I got to get out my Sharpie so I can write my information here. So again, I will have, I don't know what I have for this week's drawing, but I have more stamp sets. So the drawing for free stamps, either order with the host code. Oh, see, I even have it written down here. 6WREM HT6. Oh my gosh, Bonnie, you just joined. I just told you that you won this stamp set. Haha, this is from 2 weeks ago, Bonnie. Okay, so if you order with this host code or share the video, you can do that on either Facebook or on YouTube. It doesn't matter. So if you're watching this on the recorded version, you can still get entered. So make sure and do that. But you have to do this by 8/31. Okay, on September 1st, I'll have a new host code on my blog. You can still get in on my action, but the 8/31 code is this one. And then the special that goes with that is if you spend $100 and use the code, you get a free hostess set of your choice and a $13 value. Okay, up to $13. So there's that one. Then I have online classes. There's new ones coming for September. Probably I'll have them up today or tomorrow. And those will include this week's Christmas quilt, which is only half Christmas. CHRISTMAS quilt. The holiday catalog starts on Friday. Yay. The other thing I have coming is Coffee Cafe. Then I have Painted Harvest. And I also have holiday catalog shares. And I will post all of this stuff so you can find it again. Oh, and here is my shameless plug. These are two of the projects we will make in my summer camp class. If you can come in person, you can enjoy these projects, or you can order a kit to go. It is listed under my online classes on my blog, so you can check that out. And the link is actually, it's in the description of this live video right now, the link to my blog, but you can always get there, thecreativitycave.com. These are 2 projects, and I will tell you, I always share alternative ideas. So for instance, if you don't have the Flirty Flamingo stamp set, or actually that's the ink pad, Tickled Pink, I think is the stamp set name, I give you suggestions for what to use in place for every single dingle project. So you get all the amazing pre-cut cardstock for every project included, plus a goodie bag with a ton of products and fabulousness in it. You will not be disappointed, I promise. So that is happening on September 8th and 9th. So you can get in on that action. And is there anything else? Oh, where's my list? Product shares, host code, online class schedule, summer camp. I think that is everything. Thank you all so much for joining. If you need to order anything, I would be so grateful if you ordered through the Creativity Cave. I have a fabulous VIP rewards program I'd love to welcome you to. We have a wonderful group of people on our Facebook page, and there's always fun stuff going on there, like card contests and all kinds of things. So make sure you take advantage of that. If you have not gotten your holiday catalog yet, let me know. I will get one to you. You got one sent to you automatically if you ordered from me in about the last 6 or more months. I sent one to you automatically. If you have not gotten it though, please let me know. Speaking of, Lois, if you're still on here, I know you had asked about your catalog. If you haven't gotten it, Lois, please let me know, because I know you had asked about it. And I did send one to you. Anyway, all those projects that I did today, I'll throw them out here again quick. They will all be on my blog on Wednesday. So there you go, guys. Thanks again so much for joining me. I so appreciate stamping with you each week, and I will see you again next week. I will not be on because of Labor Day. I'm going away for the weekend, and I'm kind of excited. Yay. Oh, good, Lois, you got it. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, guys. Bye.